Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Darlene. Happy Friday. I have a blog called Heal to Speak, and I usually write something and submit it to you every Friday. But this week, I decided to do something a little bit different, and that is I wanted to share a little bit of myself with you. 20 fun facts about me. So before I get into that, I first want to say thank you so much for taking the time to read it. For those of you who do read it, you don't have to, so thank you. Um, Number two, the reason why I started the blog is because I experienced a lot of trauma in my early age up into my late teen years, and God has healed me of those experiences that I had. Um, and my feeling is that I want to share some of the things I went through in hopes that it would help to aid in the healing of other women who have experienced some of the same things. So that's the reason why I started the blog, and I've been doing it for about 6 weeks, and I really love it. I really, really do. So finally, number three, I want to say Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. Thank you so much for your service from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So I want to get into it. And number one is I was born and raised in Philadelphia, but as of April of this year, my family moved to Georgia. So now I'm now a Georgian, and I love it here. The area we live in is rural. It's about an hour from Atlanta. I go to Atlanta ever so often. It's probably only been twice since I've been here, and I prefer it that way because I love the quiet that is here. Everything is pretty much you have to drive to, which is probably one of the downers. But other than that, I love living here. My family loves it. The fall season is so beautiful. I just love it. It's just a great decision. So I'm glad that we're here. And number two is when I was 18, I had my first son, my first child, and I was not married at the time. And it was a very difficult season of my life. I was young, although I was very mature because I had to be because some of the situations that I experienced, it was like an added pressure of now being a mother in addition to all the other things that I went through. But I can say that now he's 19 and it's been a blessing raising him. It really has. And he's turned out to be a fine young man. I'm very proud of him. Number three is in January of 2018, I will be married for 12 years. So, yay for marriage. I'm happy about that. Obviously, I remember being single and the challenges that came with being single and the goodness that came with being single. And then I can say the same on the other end, the challenges that come with marriage and the great things about being married. But either way, I'm grateful to God that I have been married as long as I have been. Number four is I have a blended family. I have five sons. They range in age. The youngest is 7 and the oldest is 24. All of them are so different. The baby is the most different from any child I've ever met. And I'm grateful for my family. Number five is all three of my biological children were born via C-section. So I have not had the experience of having a child the natural way. With my first son, obviously, I thought I would, but I couldn't. With my second son, I tried and I couldn't. And with the third, by the time I was ready to deliver my third child, I was just at that point was just like it doesn't matter, just have the C-section. So I don't have that familiarity with having a child the natural way, and I'm kind of glad because that always looks scary. So number six, which you may or may not know, is I was emotionally, sexually, and physically abused from very young up until like my mid-teenage years. Um, Very trying time, but yes, that is something that happened to me, as it happens to other children too, that I learned as I got older. But number seven is, by God's grace, I've been healed by the pain and the shame that came with that. Although I didn't have any reason to feel shameful, I was. But I'm grateful that I've been healed by God's grace from those situations that I experienced. Number eight is, as a result of my healing, I believe God has called me to serve other women who have went through the same types of situations. So as a result of that, number nine is I'm in the process. the early process. I actually haven't started yet, but my goal is to get my PhD in clinical psychology and minor in Christian counseling. I believe education is so important, and I believe knowing the Word of God is important. And I think it's a blessing if you can put them both together and use it effectively. I believe in biblical teaching. I believe in biblical counseling. I had biblical counseling. But when I look back, I realized that if I had had some psychological counseling, it would have helped me to heal faster. So as a result, my goal really is to get my degree and be able to help other women to get the healing that they need. Number 10 is, although that is my goal to get my PhD, I'm in the final 10 classes of getting my bachelor's degree. It's been a journey. I've been in school for almost 4 years now as an online student, and it is not easy to do at all. I thank God for His grace, but it's hard to do, but I'm grateful that I'm doing it. So I'm hoping that soon I'll be finished. Number 11 is, although I'm married and I have children, I often like to be by myself. I'm a loner, always have been. I like to work alone. I like to be alone. I enjoy being by myself. And I could say that so confidently now because there was a time when I wanted to be by myself, but it was because I didn't like myself, because of the different things I experienced, because of the way I looked. I thought I talked funny, so many different things. But now that I really like who I am, I really enjoy being by myself. So it may seem a little strange for someone who's married with children. How can you like to be by yourself? But I do most of the time. I like to hang out every now and then, but I really enjoy being by myself. Number 12 is I love seafood. I love all kinds. I love it fried. I love it broiled. I love it steamed. I love it. I pray nothing ever happens to where I can't eat it. I love seafood. Number 13 is coffee is my weakness, so I really need your prayers. I've cut down to a cup every day to about 3 cups a week, so I'm happy about that, but I still need your prayers, so thank you. Number 14 is I love to write. I love to write ever since I was very young, and then with a lot of things that were happening to me, I stopped, but probably 12 or 13 years ago, I received prayer, and in that prayer was you need to start writing again. And it wasn't until some years after that that I really picked up the pen and paper and started to write. And I have so many things that I've written that's just written that no one's ever seen, but things that I've written that I just to write are things that have come from my heart. I love to write. And number 15 is I love to read. I love reading too, and I love reading a lot of different things. Love to read. Number 16 is I hate bugs. All kinds except ladybugs, and that is the worst part about living in Georgia, is that I have seen bugs I didn't even know existed here, so I hate bugs. Number 17 is my first international trip was to the Bahamas, and I was 10 years old, and it was the best. I still remember it to this day, and I can't wait to be able to go back. Number 18 is I love to cook. I love to cook. I love to go online and find recipes and try things out. But I only like to cook for my family. I don't like cooking for other people. I know that's weird. We would have barbecues at my house, and my husband would do pretty much all the cooking. And he loves it. I do not. Number 19 is my other passion is I love to organize. I love organization. I love looking at a space and seeing that it's disorganized, but knowing that I can fix it. It's such a rush and a challenge that comes with it. I love organization, and it's something that I actually do on the side, and I love it, love it, love it, love it. It's never something that's too hard when I see it. Doesn't matter. I love organization. And finally, the most important thing about me that I want you to know is that I'm a Christian, and I'm saved by God's grace. And I'm still a work in progress, but He has done so much in my life, and I'm so grateful for healing and deliverance. And there's still some things that all of us go through that we still need to be delivered from, even though we're on our journey. But I can honestly say I'm just grateful to God. I'm just really grateful to God. I'm not going to get upset because it's my first video, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm just really grateful that He has healed me, and I pray that He uses me really to be a blessing to other women, because His grace is sufficient for me, and His grace is sufficient for you too. So I just want to take this time, like I said, to just tell you a little bit about myself. I do not like to do videos. I don't know if I'll ever do a Facebook Live, but this was a leap for me. But I really felt in my heart I just wanted to do it, to just share some things about myself. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I thank you for listening to it. And I pray that you would share a couple of things about yourself in the comment section on, I think it's on Google or something. Well, you'll see when it comes through. But thank you so much. I just appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful and blessed weekend. God bless you. Bye.